Hey, it's Patty, and I have my third project. This is my final project using the Lemon Zest bundle, and I'm using that as well as the Woodwords and Wood Crate to create this card. It says Fresh Treats, and it's a crate full of lemons, so I thought that was cute. I like to marry some of the different products together. So let me get started. I did use the Lemon Zest to punch out, to stamp and punch out the lemon and the leaves. So I used the stamp set and I used the punch, and I did a lot of that already. And then for the crate, I used this wood crate framelits, and I only used this part. This actually will, if you make two of these, you can fold it up and make an actual crate, and I have some videos on that. You could look at my blog. But I just wanted to use this part. So I already went ahead and cut that out, and then I used the Farmer's Market and the Fresh Treats from the Woodward set. So this is a bundle, and then this is a bundle. So let's get started. I already did some of the stamping. I did actually most of the stamping and punching. So I have 3 lemons. I have one more to punch. These are done in Daffodil Delight, and I did add a touch of Winkostella to make them a little shimmery. And then I did cut out a couple of leaves, and I'm going to just show you how to do the punch for the lemons and the leaves. So this actually locks, so it folds down and then you can unlock it. And I like to hold it upside down. You have to note on the lemon there's a fat and a skinnier part, so make sure you line that up correctly. And you do have to kind of play around with cutting off some of the corners to get it into the punch. Sometimes you might have to trim off some of the cardstock. And it does leave a little white border, so I'm just going to line it up and punch it out. Very easy. And then the leaves, I did the leaves in Garden Green, and I did 2 of these and 2 of these. What I did was I stamped straight down, and then I stamped again. So this is a lighter look, but it's the same shade. So let's get this punched out as well. See, I am having a little bit... Let me just cut this tip off here. I thought it would fit in. It's just barely making it, but it's not going to punch out correctly if I didn't cut that out. So let's see. I'll just punch that out. And then let me cut this off and we can punch out the other one. So let's just get this one in there. And I did give you a tip the other day. If you don't have anything to hold on to, just use a Post-it note and attach it, and that can make kind of a little handle. So we have everything cut out, punched out now. And before I adhere anything, I am going to stamp the Fresh Treats. Now, the Woodwords, I, for some reason, bought the wood stamp. I have a hard time with the wood stamp because I can't line things up. So what I did was I used the Stamp-A-Majig. I hadn't used that in probably in years. And that allows you to line up things. And let me just show you. This is an old one. I think it might look a little different now. So it gives you this piece and then this piece. And what you do is you line up this right in the corner of your Stamp-A-Majig, and then whatever you stamp, you're going to stamp it straight down. So I'm doing this in Fresh Fig, and I'm just going to ink it up, and this clear plastic sheet does clean off very easily, so you don't have to worry about that. So I am just going to stamp it down, and now I have that image. And then what you do is you put your cardstock down, and you place the image wherever you want it. So let me try to line this up on the grid paper. And this way you can try to get it really straight, centered, however you want it. And then you're going to put this in so that it's all the way in the corner again. Remove this. and then I will ink up and stamp down again. So I'm going to go straight down, and there we have it. So it's right where I wanted it. So that's a nice little tool to have. Again, with the clear mount and the photopolymer, you don't really have to worry about, because you can pretty much see where you're going to stamp down on. But with the wood, I have a problem with it. You might have a better eye than I do. And then we'll adhere this. This is lemon lime twist, and this is fresh fig. So let's build our little crate here. The first thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of adhesive, and I'm actually going to put it on this part so that I don't have it in between the slats, and put this down. And then let me tie the twine. So this is the linen thread, and I just tied it around 3 times. So I'll just go around. Let me make sure I have enough room for my bow. Let me do that again. Leave some hanging off here. So we'll go around 1, 2, 3, and then we'll tie the bow. Hopefully we'll be able to tie it on camera. That's always the trick. And let's see, sometimes I'll tie the bow, I'll just put this down and I'll tie a bow separately, but let me see if I can get this going. So there we go, and then we'll just pull it, and you just kind of tweak the bow until you get it the right size that you want. Looks like it's on a curve there. Okay, so that's good enough. I can fuss with it later. You don't need to see all of that. And then I'll just snip the ends. And I'll probably play with that a little more later, but you get the idea. Okay, so we're done with that. And this farmer's market, what I did was I stamped it using the wood words again, and then I cut it out with the layering circles on my Big Shot, and this is the smallest one is what fits it perfectly. So let's get this down. What I did was I cut the lemons in the back, so I was trying to figure out how to lay them in here and cut them. So what I did was I just put snail across the top. It's kind of a funky way of doing it, but it seemed to work, and I actually probably should have put the lemons down a little further. So just to get my lemons lined up, I guess. So I'm going to have one, and let me put it down a little bit further, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. And we'll have one that way, and then another one down here. So I think that looks okay. So I'm just going to press these down, and I have to definitely adhere them a little bit better, but I wanted to just cut the bottoms so that they don't show through the slats, because I thought that looked funny. And it is going to be pretty messy back here, but nobody will know but us. Okay, so I've got my lemons. You could probably have measured it and cut it differently, but this worked for me. And now what I'm going to do is put snail across the whole thing. So we'll go across, and I'm actually going to put it underneath here to make sure that holds down. I'm not going to go all the way to the top because I do want to have the leaves be able to slip underneath. I know that probably was a little bit crazy, but Let's place this here. And then let's see if we can get, and I kind of wanted to do the mixed color of the leaves. Put 2 back here, and then we'll get another 2 over here somewhere. So let me just line it up and see where I want it. Okay, so let me just put a little adhesive back here. And we're just about done with this card. Now, I did not put anything on the inside, but I would, once I figure out what I'm going to do with this card, you know, what I'll use it for, I would put down, you know, a sentiment on some Whisper White cardstock. Sometimes I make cards and I don't have a reason yet, but there's always some point that I'll use it and send it out. Okay, and now let's just adhere this to the base again, which is Fresh Fig, and this is Lemon Lime Twist. These are some of the new in colors, and we'll be done. This doesn't look like it's lined up good. Let me try it this way. Let me just, sometimes when I fold them, they don't, it's a little bit off. Let me just get my bone folder and re-crease this. Okay, that looks better. Okay, here we go. And we're done. So these are the 2 cards. I love this set. So this is kind of a different different look, 2 different pieces of the DSP, and this is the wood texture DSP, and it's got all these different wood looks. There's light, there's dark, so each one you get looks a little bit different, but I think it's really neat. I love the farmer's market type thing. So listen, have a good day, and next week I'll have a different stamp set that I'll be working with. Take care. Bye.